Hello! Are you ready for the Craft Buddy HSN Preview Show? I have the biggest lineup that Craft Buddy have ever brought you on HSN. So I'm Sarah Millsop, I work for Craft Buddy, and I will be with you guys in America on HSN on July 14th for the craft event, which I'm super excited about. And guess what? It's Christmas. My favourite crystal art products are for Christmas, and I have almost 20 items to show you. Now, you may have seen we did like a sneak peek video. I'm going to show you these products in depth, in detail. I don't have the actual kit to show you, but I will introduce you to crystal art, which is Craft Buddy's brand of diamond painting. So for those of you who haven't seen it before, I'm going to do a very quick demonstration with one of the kits, and then we'll get into the full lineup, and I will give you the HSN numbers. I'll take you through exactly what's in the set, what you are going to make, and it's really exciting. I'm super excited about this one. Okay, so for those of you who haven't seen crystal art before, now this kit I'm about to show you, I don't actually have the item number for yet. This is going to be a web-only line, which is why I thought I would show you it. So it won't be live on air next week, but you will be able to purchase it on the website. We've got a few of these actually, so they're brand new. So do keep an eye on the Craft Buddy brand page on HSN, or else you will miss out on new goodies. Not everything is going to air, so that's really exciting. And we have you guys to thank for this as well. The brand has grown phenomenally with HSN over the last 3 or 4 years, and we have you guys to thank for that. So thank you for all your support. Okay, this is the Nordic trees. Now this is what it looks like completed. It is one of our 3D scenes of sorts. You get 2 wooden bases, and each one of these trees is a crystal art project. So for those of you who don't know, I'm going to take you through the entire kit contents in a minute, but you can see that it's got the crystals attached on each of the trees. It has that lovely wooden background as well. They then slot into the base. So if you don't like the lineup that I've done with the trees, you can actually personalize that and have any sort of assortment you would like. Or you can even take the trees and just dot them around the mantelpiece, on the fireplace, on your bookshelves. You can use them as any sorts of decorations that you would like. So this is the Nordic trees. I'm going to show you exactly what's in the kit. So I will also give you a demonstration of what crystal art is. Now, excuse the rustling for a moment. But every single one of our kits and everything I'm going to show you here this afternoon will follow exactly the same setup. So if you're looking at what I'm doing and thinking, okay, that's easy enough, you can create absolutely any of our kits. So here are the trees that I was showing you. You've got the beautiful, almost sort of frosted snowflakes. We've got the lovely green and red, and the red in that sort of tartan and gingham. We've then got the one that I showed you nice and close up with the gold, and then the beautiful red snowflakes as well. So every single one of our kits comes with a numbered and coloured template. So can you see you've got the letters on here? I'll go really nice and close so you can see it is very clear. You've got numbers and letters, as well as the little guide of the shape already printed on the surface. Now it comes with a protective layer over the top, and this surface is sticky. So it's mess free as well. You don't need any glue. That is all ready to go. You will get your full step-by-step instructions. You also get a colour card in every kit. This is telling me that there's 13 different colours of crystals in here, and we'll give you your codes. And then you get your bagged and labelled crystals. So if we take these out, use the rustling. The only additional tool you need with these sets are a pair of scissors, and that's so you can open it up. So for example, let's go with the letter M. So I've got that up on my star. We'll go with M, which I'm pretty sure is going to be these. Amazing. So there's 2 different types of crystals that we do in the kit in our round form, 2 different finishes of the crystal. You have opaque, and then you have the rhinestones. And the rhinestones have a silver backing with a clearer resin up on top, and that's where you get that really high shine. So we use them a lot in our kits. Now, like I said, the only tool you need is a pair of scissors, because we also have all of the contents in the kit for you to use. So I've got my pickup pen. Now this has a hollow drum in the tip and a wider nib on the reverse side. You can use this like a nudger corrector tool if you go out of lines, but it will also pick up 3 crystals in one. You get your Ziploc bags for your leftover crystals because we actually give you 10% extra in every single colour in every single kit. So that is going to give you leftover flatback gems to use in your craft. So I've decanted these into the tray. Just give this a little wiggle and nudge those over to the side, and you'll see that they sit flat side down and faceted side up, ready to work with. And then we just need to prep our pen and we're good to go. So I'm going to peel back that protective plastic on the gel, finger underneath it, and in that hollow tip of the pen, I'm just going to cut out, the first time I use it, an entire section. From here on in, if I lose stickiness, all I'm going to do is scrape a little bit off of that block and it will reapply it to the tip of the pen. So first time round, we're going to fill it, and then here on in, I can just reapply it anytime I need. Now, we're just going to peel back that protective layer. Nice little gentle tap of the crystal, and anywhere I have the letter M, because that's what's in my tray, I'm going to pop that crystal on. Now, I'm not doing it with a lot of force because if you really push down hard, A, to pick them up, and then B, to push it onto here, you're going to condense that gel down. So it's going to need to be reapplied a lot more frequently. So the lighter the touch, the longer you can just sit and enjoy the craft. And so many of our customers say how relaxing it is. They just switch off, whether you're listening to the TV, an audiobook, music, or as part of your craft groups as well. So because my surface is pre-glued, these crystals are now stuck on. And if you want to make sure that they're really well stuck on, just pop that protective layer back over and give them a little push into place. Now this glue never dries, so you can correct them, nudge them into place if needs be. And we actually always recommend that with your Christmas or your Easter, your spring, summer seasonal lines that will be packed away, we always recommend you seal them, because once Christmas has passed, you're going to put these in the box and you're going to store them away. And to make sure that none of these crystals move for next Christmas, we always recommend the sealer. And I will also have that available on the day, ready for you to purchase. Now, here is your heads up. This is the bonus of coming to the previews. We don't have loads of stock of the sealer at the moment. There wasn't any more ordered for July. So I've got, I think probably about 2,000 units of it, and that's it. But there will be some back in August. So if you know you need it, you know that stock top up is needed. It's not going to last the craft event on Tuesday. So do top up, and then it will be available at the next event in August. So there will be a little gap. Normally we have it in stock on the website. It absolutely flies out the door. So this is your Nordic trees. This will be available on the website at a very good price, I might add. So do head over to the Craft Buddy brand shop. Okay, now we can get into, now you know what you're doing and how easy it is, we can get into all of the goodies. Okay. You're going to have to bear with me because there is so much to show you. You should see the mess of my craft room at the moment, but it's all good fun. This is exactly what yours will probably look like in a couple of weeks' time too. Okay, so let's start off with one of my favourite kits ever. This is Mistletoe Lane. And in fact, actually, I'm going to show you it here first. This is the biggest 3D scene we have ever done. Now you have 10 crystal art projects in this one kit. It comes beautifully boxed as well, as do all of our items on the day actually. So it's a really beautiful gift for Christmas or for you, obviously, to create. Now this is 16 by 3 by 9 inches. It's big, and you have 10 crystal art projects in it. So the setup is exactly the same as I showed you for the Nordic trees. This comes on a wooden base. There are 3 slots along the edges, and every single one of these are an individual component. So you have your quick makes, which are things like the lovely little lampposts. And like I said, you can personalise these because you can play around with the design and sit them wherever you like. And then you've got beautiful, bigger projects at the back. So I'll take you through each one. You've got the gorgeous home. And like I said, you don't have to put them on the stand. You could be creating your own little Christmas village, perhaps on bookcases, dotted around the house, make your own little vignettes of decorations. You've got the house, you've got the Christmas tree, you've got another Christmas tree, slightly more embellished, up at the back. You have 3 of your lampposts. You've got a beautiful church, town hall, whatever you would like it to be, in the very centre. You've got 2 other houses and a snowman. So fantastic little quick win projects like your little snowman and the lamppost. And if you want to get the family involved, these are adorable because these are a 10-minute make. Then you've got your bigger projects, perhaps where you just want that little bit more downtime and you can really get engrossed in them, which is lovely. You can have that proper switch off time. And like I said, you can put these in absolutely any order you would like. They slot into the bases. Now, for those of you who bought any of our 3D scenes, when were we last there? In July? May. July's coming. If you bought any of our wooden scenes in May, some people just had a little bit of trouble with the bases. You just need to get like a little nail file, and if you've got any of those pips on the edges, you can sand those down and they will go in no problem. So I've slightly rejigged this one here just to give us a bit of a different layout. Let's put this one at the front, put the bigger house at the back, church at the back. Let's put him in there, and Christmas tree. Let's have that over here. And you can see that you've got a totally different scene. You could even line the inside with LED lights, have them weaving around on the inside, and then come the evening, when you turn those on, it just illuminates all of those beautiful layers. So that is our Mistletoe lane. I'll show you some of them up close as well. So the HSN item number is 932262, and I'll just show you some of these so that you can see that nice close-up detail. I think this is probably my favourite element. So you can see exactly the same as the Nordic trees. You are creating all of those beautiful embellishments, enhancing that lovely artwork. And they're a great size as well. It is the largest 3D scene that we've ever done. And you've got all of these beautiful little guys to incorporate in the design. Okay, so that's Mistletoe Lane. Now my favourite. I think my favourite product of the entire lineup, same premise as Mistletoe Lane. This, I think, is my favourite product we've ever developed. We've got Gingerbread Lane. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful? So you've actually got 4 slots along the base on this one. Again, you do still have 10 projects. So you've got the beautiful gingerbread scene, and I will show you these close up as well. Gingerbread Lane is 932263. Look at how beautiful they are. So you've got that true sort of gingerbread colour. You've got the icing finish on them. Now these actually have the aperture windows in them as well. So again, if you did want to add on any little LED lights in between them, it's going to look absolutely amazing. If you've got little twinkling lights, they are really going to pick up that sparkle. And where you've got the sort of icing detail on it, we've also added in the Aurora Borealis crystals. Now you'll notice there's also some pearls in here, and you've got that amazing high shine. I really hope you love them. They've got a lovely wooden finish to them. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous for you to create. And again, you can change them around so that you can create any sort of theme. So not everyone will want to follow the exact guidelines. You can do whatever you like. So let's layer those up. We'll put a little tree in here as well. And it's such a great family project. Now, again, don't forget to add the crystal art sealer to projects like this. because you do want to make sure that those crystals aren't going to go anywhere. You're going to want to make sure that they are perfect for next year. Will I lose too much of a house if I put that in the middle? Let's put him at the front, and then we'll add in our little tree. So totally different look. You can layer them up however you would like. The base actually has almost like a paper layering over it. So that's going to protect that for you. If you wanted to add any of your leftover crystals onto it, you could absolutely glue those on as well. But that is your gingerbread lane. So just to remind you of that code, you can see it on your screen, 932263. Okay, decorations. We need more decorations for Christmas. This is, I think, the biggest set that we have ever bought you. 24, let me bring these all in, 24 hanging decorations. Now, for those of you who purchased our Easter decorations, you will know that with our hanging decorations, we're quite aware that a lot of people like to use them for gift tags as well. I've just got one that's stuck under my 3D scene. Look at this. Isn't it fabulous? So you've got all 24 of these. They are on an acrylic base, but what we've done is on the reverse side, we've put to and from, so that if you want to use these as gift tags, it's going to be absolutely perfect for you to do that with as well. So you've got the full set of 24. You've got Santa. We've got a sleigh in there. There are gingerbread men sat in hot cocoa. You've got bows, and every single one of them, you will have the hanging thread as well. That comes included in the set, so you can just knot those and hang them up. But of course, on each one of them, you've also got to and from, so you can use them as tags as well. So the item number for your set of 24 decorations is 932357. Aren't they just adorable? Absolutely gorgeous. So brilliant, obviously, as tree decorations, but we really wanted to give you the variety and the possibilities to be able to use them as gift tags as well, which I think would be a great use for them. And you've also got some amazing specialist crystals in here as well. So there are some larger crystals, you've got rhinestones, you've got the opaque finish, you've got cute, you've got traditional, you've got larger projects, you've got fun projects, maybe teacher end of year gifts. They're going to be fantastic because it's such great value for money getting all 24 of them in the set. And they are your, oh, here's my favorite one, I think. Look at the shine on this. So you've got all 24 and some amazing specialist crystals in there as well. Exactly the same setup. Oh, and also this one. You know when you think you have a favorite and then you see another one, you think, no, that's my favorite. So they're going to look fantastic hung on the tree. Okay, next, our pendants. Now, I knew it was going to be tricky for me. Thank you for bearing with me. I knew it was going to be tricky for me to show you everything in one uncut video. I would love to do these for you guys live more frequently, but with the time difference here in the UK to you guys in the US, it's just not always possible. And I actually fly out, I'm down in the office tomorrow morning, and then I fly out on Friday, so I don't have a lot of time. Now, this is the beautiful Frozen Radiance hanging decorations. You have all three of them included in your set. They're 5 by 5 inches is the largest one, 4.5 inch as the medium, and 3.5 as the small. So I've got the small one here to show you. For those of you who have any of our wind chimes, you'll know that we do some hanging decorations that are beautiful. This one is on an acrylic base, so good for outside as well. Just make sure you seal it. You get the lobster claw clasp up on the top, as well as your ball chain to be able to attach it on, but you could hang it up with ribbon or something if you wanted. You've then got the beautiful crystal art decoration on the double side of your decorations, and these are cut as well. So you've got that beautiful center, and it's all cut out of the acrylic. And then you've got the beautiful hanging pendants. They are glass pendants. They have the most amazing finish to them, and you are getting all three. So we've got the small, we have the medium, and we have the large. Now on Friday, so that will be the 10th, we also have a lookbook coming out. So all of the details, the dimensions, all of these product codes, Everything will be in there, as well as some lovely lifestyle images to show you how to use them. So you'll be able to get your hands on that on Friday. It's a magazine that we publish online, and I will share the link in this video as soon as that goes live as well. So they are your beautiful pendants. So this is a really quick run through, but looking at them in the magazine just isn't quite the same as seeing them in real life, because you want to see that real sparkle and what they're like to be held ahead of Tuesday, because sometimes we don't get loads of time to be able to show you. Okay, so this is your more traditional colour palette in your decorations. So same sizes, 5.5, 4.5, 3.5. This is your festive radiance. Have a look at these. So these don't have the cutout on the acrylic. So this is a solid disc. Again, you've then got the beautiful clasp up at the top to be able to hook it onto perhaps a window. You can put it on the porch, however you want to decorate, or in the tree. And again, double-sided, you've got some amazing specialist crystals in here to create that beautiful center of the star. And then again, you've got your beautiful pendant bead droplets as well. I mean, look at the color and the finish in that. Absolutely stunning. So you can imagine that hung up at your window. It's going to look absolutely beautiful. There is your smallest one, going up to your medium, so 3.5-inch diameter, your 4.5, and your 5.5. Absolutely stunning. And they are a great size. And such a simple project, but you've effectively got 6 crystal art projects in here because they are double-sided. So that's a beautiful one to start making throughout the summer months, getting ready for Christmas. Okay, I'm going to bring you back to me for a moment, because here is a warning for you. We have an advent calendar. For those of you who purchased with HSN and saw our advent calendar last July, I think we had another one in October as well. You will know that we had a magnetic Christmas tree advent calendar. Here is your warning, because my wreath here has all of the elements on it. So if you want an advent calendar that's going to be a surprise and you don't want to see all the elements, look away, fast forward a couple of minutes, because this is what your end piece is going to look like. Now, with your wreath, you've got 24 windows within your packaging. You can see, oh no, you can't see the packaging. I'll show you in a moment. You've got a magnetic base, which is your wreath. Window number 1, I will give that away for you, are all of the crystals to crystallize the center bow. So they're absolutely stunning. You've got that red rhinestone, and then every single window thereon in is a decoration. So they are on acrylic, so they are super lightweight. You have a magnet on the reverse side, and every single day in the build up to Christmas, you will have a little crystal art project. So when the wreath comes to you, it's going to be bare, and you can then again personalize by positioning any of your decorations wherever you would like. And in that build up to Christmas, you will add more and more of your decorations. I'll show you a few of them close up so that I can also show you. There's your packaging. You can see that you get that cardboard sort of box, each of those windows. We know what Advents do. Excuse me. And every single day is going to be one of these little projects. So you've got your sticky little magnet to go on the reverse side, and then you have those lovely quick make projects. Now, you may notice that we've got some really fine detail within these kits. These are actually a 2mm crystal, so it is slightly smaller, only by 1 millimeter, than the crystals that we have in our day-to-day kits. And the reason we've done that is just so you can get some beautiful fine detail on a smaller project. So still very manageable, same technique, but what you have is a beautiful end result with gorgeous detail. And those magnets will then just sit on your wreath. You can chop and change them, move them around, whatever you would like. The bonus is if you have last year's advent, which was the Christmas tree, then you can chop and change them as well. So if you wanted to hang your wreath up straight away, add your old decorations onto it, and you can chop and change and alternate those as well. So that is the advent calendar for this year. Okay, I'm going to bring you up close again. Hope I'm not making you feel a bit seasick with all this moving around. We've had coasters before. We had a complete sellout in January with butterfly coasters. They were incredibly popular. It's such a great kit. We had to do some Christmas ones, and actually I've got 2 sets to show you. So the first set are the more traditional colour palette. It is a set of 6. You get the wire holder included as well. So you have your wire holder, that's going to hold them all, exactly the same as the butterflies you had in January. Now you have the coating, the acrylic disc. This is the disc underneath that you pop into it, which is where you do your crystal art, and then it will encase it in this, which means it's going to be heat protective for hot cups, and it means you don't have to seal your crystal art either. So they will be encased in the very center. You've got beautiful designs in here, gorgeous traditional colours, and these will be great for Christmas Day table settings. You could even use them as decorations if you wanted to as well. You've got all 6 of them included in the kit. Item number is on the screen, and then you've got that little holder as well. So a slightly different design for you. We have the blue coasters. So we wanted to give you the option. You've got, and they do come beautifully gift packaged as well. So not only your own home decor and decorations, think about gifts as well. Now these are 4 inches in diameter. Everything comes in the box, so all your tools, trays, materials, crystals. So if you're loving these colour palettes, remember you will also have those leftover crystals as well to be able to use in all your other crafts. This is the snowflake set. They're absolutely stunning. You've got amazing colours within these. Can't wait to show you them on the amazing cameras that we have in the studios. And I will be demonstrating them all on the day as well. But this just enables us to kind of do a one hit for you, show you absolutely everything that's available. I know lots of you like to start doing your little shopping lists and watching everybody's previews. So hopefully some of these items you are going to be adding to your list because they're going to be absolutely gorgeous for you to create. And then an amazing little keepsake for Christmas 26 from Craft Buddy. They are your beautiful coasters. Now, I can't go close up on these next ones because they're huge, absolutely huge. If you joined us in May, you may remember that we had triptychs. Now, these are triple canvases. I absolutely love this one. And bear with me while I just bring it over. So, with our canvases, they come pre-stretched and pre-framed. I will completely disappear when I show you this in a moment. So I'll show you them individually first of all. Our canvases come pre-stretched and pre-framed. So you have a hard board, a hard working area, and they are pre-stapled to that frame as well. Now the triptychs are so fantastic because it breaks down those bigger projects, those bigger canvases. This is exactly the same technique as your 1 a day advent calendar, the Nordic trees I showed you at the very beginning. If you can hold a pen, you can create these. It's exactly the same technique. You can't go wrong because the artwork's already printed there, but it means it's just a longer process. So we've broken it down into 3 for you as well. You've got the beautiful decorations. It's that gorgeous, warm, neutral color palette. We have the candles that sit at one end. We have the lantern with the baubles, the cinnamon and the berries. And then you have the larger piece that goes in the center, which are the beautiful poinsettias. So once you've finished these projects, and let me just get rid of those graphics for you so that we can have a look at it. Once you have finished them, you can see that the artwork continues and gives you a beautiful selection across all 3. If you're going to sit them on a mantelpiece, maybe they're going to go on a sideboard. You can separate them. You can have a gap in between them. You can angle them towards each other. It's entirely up to you. You could even have it as a family project. One for you, one for a friend, and then you can bring them all together at the end. But they are also beautiful canvases just as a standalone piece as well. So you could break it down into 3. So that is your beautiful triptych Christmas decorations, and the item number is 932289. I've got one other one for you. So we try to cater for everybody's taste and home decor when it comes to these. So we've gone for a really beautiful traditional one as well. This is Woodland Christmas. And these are gorgeous. So you've got your lighter, more neutral, warmer colour palette in there. Now we've got the beautiful woodland scene. So you have your deers by the water in that beautiful lit forest. We've got the warm glow from the log cabin. I mean, I just want to live here, let alone be there at Christmas in the winter. I love colder weather. So these sorts of ones just look so cosy and inviting to me. And then in the very centre, we've got the beautiful Christmas tree with the presents, and you've got that glow of the water underneath there as well. So sitting them together as a full set, you've got the bridge, as you can see, works over from one canvas to the other. Actually, let me get rid of these graphics so that you can see. And then you've got that beautiful continuation all the way along. Absolutely stunning. And so because that artwork works all the way along, you can have a bigger gap in between them, you can have them sat next to each other, and again, pre-stretched and pre-framed. So these are the pieces that I would 100% recommend you use our crystal art sealer with, because you will box them away, they will be stored away, and you're going to want to bring them out year after year. Another top tip, these are also fantastic, not only just for sitting on your workplace, but if you pop a cushion behind them, or you have an easel, because it's on that hard board and hard working area, you can raise those up to work with as well. So it's nice and comfortable. They are more involved projects, and I'll give a few other tips on the day as well. So that is your Woodland Christmas. Okay, how are we doing? Only a few more to go. Back onto the canvases. Not only do we have our triptychs, but we've also got our 40 by 50 centimetre canvases. What one are we doing first? Cardinal. Is that this one? Yes. So everything comes packaged together as well. I don't have everything here to show you kit contents, but again, I will on the day on Tuesday. So this is 16 by 19.5 inches. It does come gift packaged as well with all of the tools, trays, materials, everything included. I absolutely love this one. It's gorgeous. You've got almost that snowing scene. You see the snow falling down as well. So you've got your beautiful cardinal in the corner, gorgeous porchway, and then that beautiful scene. So again, pre-stretched, pre-framed, it's on that board, absolutely beautiful. Brand new for this year, everything I have shown you, bar Mistletoe Lane, that is a back in stock, but everything I've shown you is completely brand new for this year. Okay, traditional Santa. Where is Santa? Here he is. So again, lovely gift packaging, fantastic gift. Because this craft is so easy to do, and you need no previous skills, no additional tools, just that pair of scissors that I spoke about, it's such a great gift. Maybe you've got somebody who always says, oh, you're so creative, you're so crafty, I would love to be able to do things. Anyone really can make this. If they can hold a pen, you can create any of these. This fire looks like it is glowing. Isn't it just fantastic? But because it's such a simple technique, they are such fantastic gifts for Christmas to share the love of craft as well. Okay, I know we are flying through it, but I've got quite a few to show you. It's just to give you a heads up on everything coming. And remember, we will have that magazine on Friday, on the 10th. We've now got Christmas Woodland, similar namesake to your triptych, but of course you've got that beautiful centerpiece, very similar sort of theme and artwork. Still want to live there. Absolutely stunning. And that is your Christmas Woodland. And these are edge to edge crystals. So the canvas in its entirety, bar Santa, actually Santa's face doesn't have any crystals on it, so we class that as a partial. The rest of them are all full edge to edge crystal. Okay, a huge piece. This is why I'm not giving you any close-ups on these, because I just wouldn't even be able to fit them in. We have a hinged triptych. Now, this is absolutely beautiful for a real statement piece. So this is for the sideboards, for on your bookcases, wherever it may be in your home, but it is freestanding. So it's 23 by 18 inches. It is the beautiful nativity, and this is a hinged archway. So you can see that I've got it sort of angled towards itself here, but you could have it flat, you could have it angled at the back, you could use it however you would like. We've even had some people say that they would like to use it as a tree skirt, so just for that sort of front facing to cover up that, what's it called? The trunk of the tree. Words are escaping me already. This doesn't bode well for next week, does it? But you have beautiful detail on here. The colours are absolutely stunning across the entire piece. So, of course, you have that beautiful traditional nativity scene. Absolutely stunning, and it is freestanding, so you can stand it anywhere, you can fold it away. That will then flat pack down at the end of Christmas. And again, highly recommend, I can't harp on about the sealer enough, because you want to make sure that those crystals are going to be pristine and in place for next year. So that is the hinged triptych, your nativity scene. Okay, I said my gingerbread lane is my favourite. This one is my second best favourite. So you've got a brand new wreath for this year. Absolutely stunning. I love the simplicity of this design, and you could further embellish it if you would like to. I think it's absolutely stunning, and I will show you it from front on in a moment as well. You've got that beautiful candy stripe bow. You've got the berries that are actually in the rhinestone crystals. Now, this is on an MDF backing. If you've had any of our wreaths before, you know that we always include the hanging hooks in there as well. But of course, they are actually quite lightweight. So I think they would also be good, even if you were going to hang them with on a hook, or if you wanted to put them on the nail on the wall, you can use the sticky pads as well. So you've got that beautiful wreath, absolutely gorgeous, MDF in design and on the board. So again, if it's going to go outside, you will need to seal that both sides to have it weather protected. Unless your front door is, of course, on a porch, you'll be okay. But it's a beautiful one. Again, even just to sit on the side, they do freestand, and you can lean them against the wall or a decoration. It looks absolutely stunning, and we've got some beautiful pictures of this in our magazine that will be out later in the week. So that is your striped bow. That's 932264. Absolutely stunning. One more wreath to show you, and then I think we are finished. So you've got the beautiful nativity wreath as well. So you've got gorgeous gold rhinestone crystals in here. And that also gives you it at the star up at the top. Absolutely stunning. Again, hanging hook is always included. They're on the little sticky pads, so you can add those on if you would like. And it's really beautiful. I love the rawness of the edge with the foliage. It just makes it look stunning, as opposed to it being completely circular. It's a gorgeous colour palette, beautiful scene, and that is your nativity wreath. Right, guys, I think that's... Oh, I'm going to give you a heads up on a couple of items. I mentioned to you that there are some things that are only going to be on the website. We have... And I don't have the item numbers for these as yet, I'm afraid. Oh, actually, I should also tell you, the hanging pendants, I don't believe, are going to air. We don't have enough time to show you everything. So there are some items that will be listed as web only. So do check out the Craft Buddy brand page on the day. I will give you a heads up on socials as well. That will be on the Craft Buddy page, and myself, Sarah Millsop. So I will give you blow by blow account of how the day is going. But you will notice that there are some deals that will only be available online. Another MDF construction piece that we have are these little treat boxes. You have 2 in your set. If I pick this one up for you, I'm going to show you how to construct it. You have a star and you have a tree. They are slot together MDF, and they have a treat drawer in the center. So if you didn't want to put anything in it, you can just use it as a freestanding decoration. The sides are also decorated, but maybe you wanted to use it for a gift box. Maybe you make your own jewelry. There could be a watch or a bracelet, necklace, something in there, or just use it as a little hidey place for your Christmas chocolates. That's what I'm going to be doing. Now I'm just going to take you closer up so that I can show you how simple they are to construct, because it's quite a hard thing to look at on the website. Everything is beautifully constructed so that it's simple for you. So I've already crystallized my top. The edges are all crystallized on here, and then this is the base, and then you've got the inside drawer as well. So the drawer, because it goes inside, doesn't have crystals on it, but the pull that will be visible does. So I've already done my little edges here. I'm just going to slot that into place. And my top tip to get these in, and I'll show you when I put the other piece into it as well, is just to almost come in at an angle to begin with. But you can see there's no glue needed. The inside little joins flush up beautifully together. And this will then just sit on the base itself. If I stand up, I always tend to put a little bit more sort of weight and pressure. So if you don't have the strength in your hands to be able to pinch these together, like so. Oh, I've gone the wrong way round. Hold on, let me take this one out. And because you're not gluing anything into place, it doesn't matter. You'll see that I've got 3 along the front here, and I've got 3 along the front here. So I just went in at the wrong angle. So if you do make any errors, it's very easy to take those apart. That will be my drawer that will sit inside. And then I'm just going to take my base and again put this onto my little topper. So I tend to go in at an angle for my first one. That's going to allow those to line up beautifully. A little bit of pressure, and if you don't have the pressure in your hands, like I said, you could absolutely sit that on the table and just put a little bit of weight behind it. I would always recommend that you seal your construction pieces, but there you have your decoration that could be freestanding. I'll show you it front on in a moment. And there you have your little treat or gift drawer that sits inside as well. So they're so fun. You have the star, and then you also have the Christmas tree. They are a really good size as well. And then you've got that removable little drawer. The finish on it is beautiful. All the way around you have that lovely faux wood finish, because it is a paper that goes over the top of it, but they do stand. You can have them as decorations, but you know you've got that functionality of the drawer in there as well. There is one other that I know is going to be web only, so hopefully that helps you decide on those and then have this as your tutorial when you come to constructing them. Now this one is very different. This is very different, and I absolutely love this kit. So you have a white base. Now this is plastic. You've got a white base, and this is a crystal art, completely DIY. And the end results, when you attach on the crystals in whatever colour order you would like, look at the sparkle on this. Now this isn't going to air. This is a web only, I believe. So I'm giving you the heads up because I wanted to show you this in person because it is so phenomenally sparkly. It is insane. These are not our standard crystals. So these do have a flat back, but they have that beautiful raised center, which means they sparkle so much more than any of the crystal art. It's a completely different crystal. It's just a different concept as well. Now, here's a couple of top tips for you. If you aren't great with placement of your crystals, you will end up seeing some of the white acrylic base. From far away, it just doesn't matter. But because it is a white, completely blank canvas, you can also colour it. So I've used some of my alcohol pens to colour these in. You could also use paint, it's entirely up to you. And it just gives you that slightly coloured background as opposed to being able to see the stark white behind it. So for me, it's a double winning project because you can sit and have the relaxation of colouring it in. And then, of course, you can also create your amazing crystals. So I'm going to show you some of these just to give you a heads up because it's so different. I wanted to show you some of the crystals. You also have your colour chart there as well, as per usual. And then you will also have your step-by-step instructions. So all you're going to do, you have your glue included. This is the Craft Buddy Premium Quality Glue. There is a little cap. I've already been using this one, but you'll just unscrew this little lid. There is then a plastic cap that you need to remove so that the glue will flow. And then when it comes to attaching on your crystals, what bag do I have open? I have the gold ones here. So when it comes to attaching on your crystals, and you'll see that these are slightly different to our everyday crystals because they are true stones. So you do have a gold base, which is what will be visible. And so they're almost like a true rhinestone, a chaton crystal. So let me just empty out this tray for you. Tidy up all my spillages in a moment. You can see they are absolutely stunning, and it's the gold that we want facing out, which will give me the flat back. These ones are slightly different in that they already have that flat center, but a lot more raised in the middle. So let's go for the gold. We will use the same pen as well. It is included in your tray, in your kit. I'm just going to put a little bit of that glue onto my yellow section, and I'm going to use my paintbrush. So I'll take it off of that red bit a little, and then just give it a couple of seconds just to slightly cure. Now, my pens are not a water resistant one actually, so it's not an alcohol pen at all that I've used, but it will come off ever so slightly with the glue, but you'll see that it will give me that lovely background colour. So I'm not worried about it because I am going to colour it. It's just to take away that starkness of the white. I'm just going to give that a couple of seconds. You can waft it just to let it go a little bit tacky. That will then hold those crystals into place. And it's exactly the same process. So you'll see it is a really involved project because you do have the bonus of being able to colour it. You can then personalize where you're adding those crystals on. And I would say rather than going for precision, rather than being really precise with it, because we've got some odd shapes around here, right? We're going to be doing the tree, we're going to be doing the bauble. It's one of those projects that you just have to give a go, and the end results, well, I've shown you the tree, I'll show you it again in a moment. See, rather than having them all perfectly lined up, you'll see that on this one I've kind of gone for like a 3, a 2, 3. I think I might put a little one on the base of that as well. You are in control. So we're not directing you where to put them, where to place them. So if you want that creativity and the freedom to be able to create something yourself, this is the absolute perfect kit for you because you can do whatever you would like. Maybe you would like gold bows and red baubles. It's entirely up to you. So it is 360 all the way around and the most sparkliest project I think we have ever bought you. It will be a web only line, so you will have to go and find it. I'll give you a heads up on the day. Right, guys, I think that is it. There are some additional items that will be on the web that I don't even have here. So, like I said, I will give you a heads up on the day. At the moment, I will be on air at 3, 5, 7 and 10. I should really have had my list here. Ugh. hold on, let me give you a heads up. Sometimes it is subject to change, so sometimes it will change. 3, 5, 8, and then there is a double hour 9 till 11. So you will be able to find Craft Buddy at some point within those airings. 3, 5, 8, and 9 to 11. So again, thank you all so much for your support. I absolutely love coming out to see you all. We do have a Craft Buddy live on HSN Facebook group. So I'll pop the link in the description of the video. Once the lookbook is up and live, I'll also pop that in there, and I'll also include the link to be able to sign up to our newsletters. It will give you a heads up on events like this, when the video goes live, sneak peeks of projects. I've been teasing everyone in the group for the last week or so, and they were the first to see the sneak peek video as well. So if you want some exclusivity, you want to be the first to know, come on over and join us. We've got the Facebook group, the newsletter sign up, and we'll keep you up to date with all of the show times and everything happening on the day as well. Thank you so much. I will see you in a few days, and I hope you will have a great craft event. Again, thank you for your support. We absolutely love you for it. You've given us some amazing opportunities out there, and like I said, we've got the biggest lineup on HSN ever this year, so can't wait to share it all with you. Take care. Bye bye.